Hey, what's up, guys? I could finally say there is no light on the dash. Finally. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, this is part 3 of the update on my BMW E90. I picked up the car yesterday. I'm sorry if I didn't get any footage because my phone had died. There was an issue with my phone where I couldn't really record anything because I basically just record these videos on my phone. I do need to invest in a camera, something like that. But anyway, the good news, the car is back. The car is back and it's much better than before. Water pump is fixed. The throttle issue is fixed. The DME issue is fixed. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm sorry, I'm by the train station at my favorite spot. But yeah, the issue with the DME was not the DME at all, because I took the car to when I took the car to the mechanic, one guy told me it was the issue. The other guy told me it was not. The DME was not the issue. And but when I took the car to them, I told them, hey, to replace the DME, because this first guy had already told me that there was an issue with the DME. So they replaced the DME, program it and everything, and the car was still having the same issue where it would run and then it would die. Again, there was some wiring issue that had to be fixed. That was done. The MAF sensor, the issue with the crankcase vent hose or valve. I pick up the car from the shop. I'm not trying to throw these guys under the bus, but they told the shop told me, hey, come and pick up the car. So I went to pick up the car, and when I got there, the other guy's telling me, oh, hey, you're not supposed to come and pick up the car until tomorrow. I'm like, huh, really? Because your partner told me to come and pick up the car today. So he didn't relate that to me. So the crankcase vent, valve, hose, whatever, was not installed in the car. It was not installed because the one that was already on there broke, and I told them to replace it. And you would think, okay, everything is fixed before the shop tells you to come and pick up your car. But that was not the case. My car was not fixed when they told me to come and pick it up. So I literally had to disconnect the sensors from the intake and drive the car like that, because I spent $110 just to get there, because it's about 100 miles away from me. Spending all that money, I wasn't willing to spend another $110 to go and then to come back the next day. Like, that was not happening. I'm like, either I leave the car here and you guys pay for my ticket back home, like my Uber back home, and they weren't willing to do that. So I had to take the car like it is. And today they're supposed to call me and have the valve replaced, and I'm supposed to take the car back. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is something that's supposed to come in the morning or by 12 noon. Still hasn't showed up yet. So I mean, this is just my issue with them. I haven't had any other issue with them before, but like again, I'm not trying to push them under the rug. I'm not trying to like drag their names because they're a business. I haven't had this issue before, but it's not good when there's miscommunication between the customer and the business. It's not good. But anyway, like I said, the car is here. It's in a much better condition than it was in before, which I'm thankful for. But that repair cost me $1,660. I'm going to leave a screenshot right about here. Yeah, so it cost me $1,660. You know, I probably would have paid less somewhere else, but I don't know, because diagnosing a car or the difficult issue is not, it's not cheap, it's not easy. And I understand, everybody got to make their money some way, so you got to pay to play. Did I get raped? No Vaseline? I don't know. So as long as my car is working fine, that's all that matters, because I'm trying to get rid of this car as soon as possible. The next owner, there's nothing wrong with it now, because all the issues that was wrong with the car is now fixed. So I'm just ready to, pass it down and move on to something else and call it a day. I do plan on buying back my old E92 335i, the one I sold. I do plan on buying that back, and I'm working something out with the guy, but we're not there yet. I'm not there yet because I need to sell this car first. I can't accumulate more debt, or spend more money if I'm not bringing any money in. So this has to be sold for me to move on to the next project. I do have another project with the Jaguar that would be done maybe a month or 2 or 3 or less. That would be done. But here is the update, guys. The car is back, and the next thing is for the car to be not told. I said told. For the car to be sold. That is the next step, and then for me to move on to the next chapter or the next build. I really didn't build this car. The car already had modifications and everything like on it. The only thing I put on was the little trunk spoiler on the car. That's about everything I did concerning modifications. I did not include anything else into this build. It has a custom exhaust, charge pipe, intake. Doesn't also the plugs, the spark plugs, custom high performance spark plugs. The intercooler is stock because but that's not necessary to change. But yeah, that's it. That's the issue here. That's basically the update. I will let you guys know. I'll keep you guys up to date on everything else, but the car is back and I'm excited about that. So yeah. Alright, y'all, here's a quick walk around of the car. Just picked it up from the shop. There are some scratches over here on the bumper. There's also some curb rash on the wheels, but that's something that could be just fixed or painted over. Also, I fixed the heavy steering with the steering wheel, but for some reason the steering is still a little heavy. I don't know, maybe it's the wheel spacers that's on this car. I have no idea. If anybody knows, let me know in the comment section. I also got some imperfections on the bumper here. I'm gonna do some paint correction. By the way, the color of the car is Alpine white. Yeah, it's not in the best paint condition, but it needs a little wash. It's been sitting. I mean, out of all the wheels, this is the best looking one. This one has the less curb rash. I need some new center cap as well. Again, this is just a quick walk around. I don't know how long this car is going to last. Again, it is for sale. If you see this video, hit me up. All right, let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. No, let's zoom in. Zoom out. Okay, I only got two viewpoints. So the car is kind of filthy. I'm gonna clean it up and have everything clean. But I just wanted to update you guys. After picking up the car, everything is fixed. Everything is Gucci. No issues here. No issues that I, can think of right now. But again, like I said, the throttle body issue is fixed. The water pump replaced. Map sensors, all that good stuff. That's fixed too. I'm gonna open up the hood and show you guys the engine bay and all that.
24 hours later.
Hey yo, painted these wheels. I got sick of the curb rash. They kind of cover them up a little bit, but I painted them gloss black, which is nice. But they look much better than before. Sheesh, I need some new hubcaps, whatever you call that. Center cap, hubcaps. Yeah, man, she look freaking sexy, man. Look at that. Look at that. Damn, look how those wheels are shiny, man. But yes, guys, again, if you guys like these type of content, because the kind of person that I am, I keep it straight. I keep it 100. I wouldn't say I've taken a loss because I paid $4,000 for this car. As it was, I paid $4,000 and I put about another 4 into it. Yeah, I put about another 4 into it as it is. Yeah. I don't have any regrets. Again, I am going to make my money back, maybe a little profit. So that is the update. That is the update on the car. Again, if you guys like these type of content where I explain everything with the build, with the car, what's going on mechanically, all that good stuff. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. It encourages me to continue to make these type of videos. This has been like my second most expensive build on my channel. I did not expect to spend this much money. I wanted to buy the car, fix it up, boom, 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 a few things, and sell it. But at times, again, if you're buying a used BMW E90, E92, 335i, whatever, this is a 335i, by the way. You got to expect these things. These things do happen. At times where the previous owner, like whoever you're buying a car from, they may not be 100% honest up front about everything that's wrong with the car. You rarely find people who are honest in general. So imagine selling a used car. There's a lot of issues, a lot of problems. But again, I got through it. I got through it.
24 hours later.
Guys, I could finally say there is no light on the dash. Finally. Now that little symbol there is for the headlights. It needs to be coded. Everything is fixed. Now I was having some boost issues, and I was having an air leak basically, and I checked everything else and I couldn't find the leak. So I decided to do a smoke test, and it just so happened that the charge pipe that connects to the intercooler, that charge pipe was completely disconnected from the intercooler, which is why I was having those boost issues and the air leak. But that was the reason why I had to check engine light, because the whole time since I bought this car, I thought the reason for the check engine light was for the catted downpipe, but I was wrong. The whole time I was wrong. It was because of that air leak, and the previous owner couldn't figure it out. So again, guys, I can finally say this car is 95 to 98% complete. It's basically complete mechanically. There's nothing else I can actually do to this car or that I want to do. So it's ready to be sold at this point. I'm done putting money into it. I put about $4,000 and change into this car, and I bought it for $4,000. So I'm basically about eight and a half into this car. Eight G's. So if anybody interested, if you see this video, if you see this on my Instagram, hit me up if you're interested. I got paperwork. I got every repair that I've done on this car. I have paperwork for it. Things that I bought for this car, I have the paperwork. I have everything. So I have receipts. The car is good. Everything is good. It boosts perfectly. Yeah, and that's basically it. The car is done. It's done. I thought I couldn't say that, but the car is done. Because this car gave me so much headache, but at the same time, I learned so much. I made so much mistakes with this car, and I learned so much at the same time. It did cost me some money, and my mistakes they cost me money. I'm not gonna front, but I learned a lot. And shoot, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next E90 or E92. I'll probably just go back to a regular E92. I love the E92, man. The N54 engine. I didn't have as much problem with the N54 like I did with the N55, man. I miss my N54, bro. So, yes, guys, the car is finished. That headlights calibration thing, that's going to be for the next person who buys it. I'm going to be completely transparent with whoever going to buy it. It's their responsibility to take care of that. I'm not putting no more money into it, and that's it. Everything else is good. The engine is good. Transmission, just like new, ships perfectly. No issues at all.